Welcome back to Real America's Pop Culture. Let's dive into one of our favorite segments of the evening, Tracking Trump, where we track the big man himself. Let's see what he's been up to this week, and spoiler alert, it's been a lot.
This is Tracking Trump.
All right, so first up, we have the ballroom upgrade. President Trump has announced plans to build a brand new $200 million ballroom at the White House. Yes, a ballroom for America. And if you're thinking who's going to pay for that, he's already answered. A reporter asked how many donors would it take to raise the money, and Trump said maybe one, me.
How many donors do you think it's going to take to get the $200 million?
Maybe one, me.
But you would cut that check yourself?
Yeah, I would, yeah.
All right, so the left is having a meltdown over it, but let's be real. Have you seen the East Room? We could use an upgrade, so I'm here for it. And while the press cried about architecture, Margot Martin tweeted a behind-the-scenes glimpse that tells you everything you need to know about Trump's priorities. He took time to speak to every White House intern before boarding Marine One. Class act. Now let's talk about fitness. Trump just signed an executive order to reinstate the National Fitness Assessment in public schools. Yes, we're bringing back push-ups, sit-ups, and presidential fitness patches. And guess who he partnered with to get it done? WWE legend Triple H. And it's official, we're making America fit again. The White House even brought in 30 athletes to celebrate, and the haters still can't even do a pull-up. But he's not just building bodies. He's also protecting borders. Trump is taking action against Canada's inaction on drug trafficking, sounding the alarm that it's threatening American lives and national security. He's not playing diplomatic games. He's taking names and he's locking down borders. And for a little throwback to his first term, a reporter tried to grill him on why he didn't use certain tariff laws earlier. Trump responded, and I quote, "Because in our first term, I was fighting lunatics like you." Let's check it out.
Yeah, because in my first term, I was fighting lunatics like you who were trying to do things incorrectly and inappropriately to a president that was duly elected.
And that, my friends, is what a mic drop moment looks like. So I actually wanted to take some time to share some personal stories with you guys about my encounters with President Trump. I know we're kind of new here. We're meeting each other. This is episode 4, but I've probably met him, chatted with him maybe 6, 8 times. So I have just some really great stories and I wanted to share. So a recent story, probably about 2 months ago, I was out golfing. Here we're learning more about each other. I'm an avid golfer at Trump National. I was out golfing and he was on the hole across from mine. And whenever he comes up and all the Secret Service, everybody's driving up, you want to stand around. You want to see who he's teeing off with and you want to take a look. So I was standing up, I had my MAGA hat on and I just waved to him and he said, "You want to come over here? I can sign your hat." And I was like, do I want to come over here? If you know, you know. If you get a long version Donald Trump signature, you're in. You're actually in the inner circle. So I went over and it turned into probably a 10, 15-minute conversation with him in his golf cart. So it was funny because he was asking for a Sharpie to all the Secret Service and they were kind of grunting like, oh, and he literally had people that he was playing with. He completely stopped and he just wanted to know, what do you do for work? I started obviously telling him that I work in media. I was like, you know what, sir? I talk about you every day. And he was like, in a good way? And I said, yeah, in a good way. And we just honestly had a chill conversation, and that's the type of person he is, and I bring this story up, and I have many other that I'll share maybe in the other segments we do, but he talks to you like you deserve to be in that conversation. He talks to you like you're a human being, and I think it's important that more people hear this side of him because he's very warm. He's hilarious. He's so funny. And so in that moment, of course, I brought my hat out, he started signing it, and like, if you know, you know, but when Donald Trump is doing the long version of the signature, you know, it takes a little bit of a time. So, you know, it's dead silent, he's signing the hat, and I'm sitting there thinking like, this is so cool. There were no photos taken, we didn't take any selfies, you know, but it was so cool. And it just, you could tell the Secret Service knows that he does this often because they were super kind, they were super warm. But yeah, so that's a fun story. I'll share with you guys some more stories, but on a Saturday or Sunday, you can find me on the golf course, and you can find him usually there too. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. But don't go anywhere because Mic Drop is coming right up.